One episode of Bluey has parents around the world calling their therapists, while another made grown adults question everything they thought they knew about childhood and growing up. We've analyzed every tear-jerking moment from Australia's most beloved cartoon family, and what we discovered about these 10 episodes will completely change how you see this seemingly innocent children's show forever. Sometimes, the most heartbreaking moments come from the simplest desires. In Handstand, 3-year-old Bingo desperately wants someone to watch her perform a handstand during a busy family party. While everyone rushes around with party preparations, Bingo practices alone, asking repeatedly, "Did you see me?" The episode brilliantly captures how children can feel invisible in adult-focused environments. Bingo's determination to master her handstand represents every child's fundamental need for attention and validation from the people they love most. When she finally succeeds but believes no one noticed, the disappointment is palpable. The emotional breakthrough comes when Nana, who has also been seeking ways to help throughout the party, becomes the one person who truly sees Bingo's achievement. Their connection speaks to how both children and elderly family members can feel overlooked during busy family gatherings. When Nana exclaims, "I saw you, Bingo!" it's a moment of pure recognition that validates both characters' worth. Mother's Day should be joyful, but the show reveals the complex emotions that can lurk beneath family celebrations. When Bluey and Bingo create a performance about their mother's life story, an innocent balloon representing pregnancy accidentally pops during the show. The moment transforms from playful to profound when we see Bandit instinctively place his hand over Chili's, their expressions shifting to something deeper than the children understand. Series creator Joe Brum later confirmed this scene represents Chili's experience with miscarriage, making the balloon's sudden pop a devastating metaphor for pregnancy loss. The episode demonstrates how families navigate grief while protecting their children's innocence. Bingo's distress over ruining the show parallels how family members often blame themselves for circumstances beyond their control. The gentle way the family continues the performance, despite the painful reminder, shows resilience in the face of loss. Sleepy Time transforms a simple bedtime routine into an epic space adventure that explores the fundamental challenge of childhood, learning independence while maintaining the security of parental love. As Bingo attempts to sleep in her own bed, her dreams become a cosmic journey through the solar system. The episode's genius lies in its visual metaphors. Bingo's dream of traveling through space mirrors her real-world journey from room to room, seeking comfort. The warm, glowing sun in her dream represents her mother's love, constant, nurturing, and always present, even when not visible. The emotional crescendo occurs when Dream Bingo tells the sun, "I have to go. I'm a big girl now," and receives the response every child needs to hear. "Remember, I'll always be here for you, even if you can't see me, because I love you." This moment encapsulates the parental promise that love transcends physical presence, giving children the confidence to grow independent. The pain of losing a friend hits differently when you're 6 years old. Camping introduces Jean-Luc, a French boy who becomes Bluey's fast friend despite their language barrier. Their connection through play transcends words, creating a pure form of childhood friendship built on imagination and shared adventure. The heartbreak intensifies when Jean-Luc's family leaves without Bluey understanding his attempts to say goodbye. Children's limited understanding of permanence makes this loss particularly cruel. Bluey expects to continue their friendship the next day, only to discover he's gone forever. Chili's explanation provides a crucial perspective. Sometimes special people come into our lives, stay for a bit, and then they have to go. But the bit where they were here was happy, wasn't it? Maybe that makes it all worth it. The episode's conclusion, showing teenage Bluey reunited with Jean-Luc years later, offers hope that meaningful connections can endure despite time and distance. What appears to be a simple episode about building furniture becomes a profound meditation on existence, parenthood, and mortality. As Bluey and Bingo play with cardboard boxes, they unconsciously act out the entire cycle of life, from primitive beginnings through evolution to advanced civilization. The emotional impact crescendos when Bluey, playing an elderly mother, watches her grown child leave for space exploration. Her question, "Now what do I do?" represents every parent's fear of being left behind as their children pursue independent lives. The episode's final image, Bluey sitting between her parents on their new swing, watching Bingo play in golden hour light, has been interpreted as a representation of the afterlife, where parents continue watching over their children. The scene's beauty lies in its suggestion that love transcends physical existence, creating eternal bonds between generations. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, or you might get sick sooner or later. Every new parent's worst fear gets exposed in Baby Race, the terror that you're somehow failing your child. Through flashbacks, we watch Chili's confidence crumble as baby Bluey develops at her own pace, seemingly behind other children in their mother's group. The episode captures the toxic comparison culture that plagues modern parenting. Chili's spiral into self-doubt reflects how external validation can overshadow a parent's natural instincts. When she stops attending the mother's group out of shame, it illustrates how parental anxiety can create isolation exactly when support is needed most. The healing moment arrives when Coco's mother, Bella, delivers words every parent needs to hear. "You're doing great." Her simple validation, delivered directly to the camera, feels like a personal message to every viewing parent struggling with similar doubts. When baby Bluey finally walks, reaching toward her mother, it reinforces that children's development follows their own timeline, driven by love rather than competitive pressure. The relationship between aging parents and their adult children gets explored with devastating honesty in Granddad. When Chili tries to force her father to rest after surgery, it creates conflict that reveals deeper fears about mortality and dependence. The episode's emotional core emerges when Chili admits she needs her father to take care of himself because I still need him. This reversal of roles, the child now worrying about the parent, represents a universal experience of watching loved ones age. Children process trauma differently than adults, and Space demonstrates how play can serve as therapy for dealing with painful memories. Mackenzie's repeated disappearances during the space game initially confuse his friends, but gradually reveal a deeper purpose. The episode's breakthrough comes when Mackenzie's traumatic memory surfaces, a moment when he believed his mother had abandoned him at kindergarten. Teacher Calypso's gentle reminder that, "You know what's here now, you don't have to keep coming back," provides a framework for moving beyond past pain. The space game becomes Mackenzie's safe way to confront his abandonment fears, while surrounded by friends who literally pull him back from the darkness. The episode offers hope that childhood trauma can be processed and healed through supportive relationships and therapeutic play. Few children's shows dare to address death directly, but Copycat handles the topic with remarkable sensitivity. When Bluey and Bandit discover an injured bird, their trip to the veterinarian becomes a lesson in life's fragility and the finality of death. Bluey's processing of the bird's death through reenactment with Bingo demonstrates children's natural instinct to understand difficult concepts through play. Her insistence that the pretend bird must die, despite Chili's attempt to create a happy ending, shows children's intuitive understanding that some things cannot be fixed. The episode respects children's ability to handle difficult truths while providing a framework for discussing mortality. Bluey's acceptance that some outcomes are out of her hands represents the emotional maturity that many adults struggle to achieve. The ultimate emotional devastation comes from The Sign, an extended episode that threatens to uproot everything viewers love about the Healer family. When a "for sale" sign appears in their yard, it represents every family's fear of losing the foundation of their happiness. The episode's 28-minute runtime allows for a deep exploration of how change affects each family member differently. Bluey's desperate attempts to remove the sign represent childhood's magical thinking, the belief that removing evidence of change might prevent change itself. The emotional complexity deepens as we witness parallel stories of upheaval. Uncle Rad and Frisky's wedding preparations become complicated by unspoken plans for relocation, mirroring the main family's struggle with unwanted change. The episode's genius lies in its resolution. When Bandit ultimately chooses family stability over career advancement, removing the sign himself, it validates the importance of home and family bonds over external opportunities. The final family embrace represents a collective sigh of relief, not just for the characters, but for viewers who have become emotionally invested in the Healer family's world. Which episode hit you the hardest? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our breakdown of Bluey's most controversial moments, where we explore the episodes that spark debates among parents worldwide.